everyone, I am going to explain question number 7 from exercise 4.1, and this question belongs from 11th class maths. Here we have given a mathematical statement, and this mathematical statement we have to prove by using principle of mathematical induction. So in principle of mathematical induction, to prove a given statement is true for all natural numbers, there are some steps. So I am going to explain the steps first. So the steps are, the first step is we are going to assume the given mathematical statement as Pn, and for n equal to 1 we have to prove that Pn is true. So this is our first step. And second step, we have to assume that for n equal to k, pk statement is true. And in third step, we have to prove pk plus 1 is true when pk is true. So these are the three steps through which we have to conduct our solution, so that we are able to prove the given equation is true for all natural numbers. So first step is we are going to define this function as n. So we write here statement Pn is defined as 1 multiplied by 3 plus 3 multiplied by 5 plus 5 multiplied by 7, and it is extended up to 2n minus 1 bracket close, then 2n plus 1 is equal to n 4n square plus 6n minus 1 and whole divided by 3. So this is the given mathematical statement I assumed as Pn. Now according to the first condition, for n equal to 1 we have to prove that Pn is true. So we write here condition first, that on substituting n equal to 1 in left hand side of Pn, that will give us so this is our rough for students. So now first we'll write here left hand side of P1, because instead of n we have to, because instead of this n we have to take 1. So I wrote here P1. Now P1 means, students, whatever if I take here 1, then we have to write down only the first term from the left series. So this is our left hand side of the series. So from this left hand side, if I want to take here 1, then I have to take only the first term, and if I take here 2, then I have to take first and second term. Like this it will continue, and if you have to take n terms, then all complete left hand side you have to take. So since I wrote here only 1, so from this left hand side of series I will take only the first term, that is 1 multiplied by 3. So that will give me the left hand side of statement Pn is equal to 1 multiplied by 3 equal to 3. Now in the same way, similarly right hand side of P1. So in right hand side you have the right hand side here. So in this right hand side, instead of n we are going to replace 1. So that will give us instead of n we have to put 1. So 1 multiply this bracket 4, then multiplied by 1 square plus 6 multiplied by 1 minus 1 divided by 3. So when we solve this, it is going to be 4 and it's going to be 4 plus 6 minus 1 upon 3. So it's 10, 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 upon 3 is 3. So we got right hand side is also 3 and left hand side is also 3. So conclusion is for n equal to 1, the given statement is true. So we'll write here which implies left hand side of P1 is equal to right hand side of P1. Thus, for n equal to 1, Pn is true. Now we move to for the condition second. In condition second, we have to assume let for n equal to k, Pk is true where k is any positive integer. Positive integer or natural number meaning is same. So first I am writing here Pn statement. So the Pn statement is our question. It is 1.3 plus 3.5 plus 5.7 and it's extended up to 2n minus 1 and then 2n plus 1 is equal to n bracket 4n square plus 6n minus 1 and whole divided by 3. So this is our Pn statement. So instead of n we have to replace k. So Pk statement is going to be 1.3 plus 3.5 plus 5.7 plus extended up to. So instead of n I will write down Pk minus 1, 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 1 is equal to k, then 4k square plus 6k minus 1 and whole divided by 3. So I am going to assume this as equation 1. Now we move to the condition third. So in condition third we will assume we have to prove. So we will write down here we have to prove P k plus 1 is true whenever Pk is true. So in condition third what we have to do is by keeping this equation, by using this equation 1 that is Pk equation, we have to bring Pk plus 1 is also true. So first I am going to write down this Pk equation. So I will write down from only 1.32 till here. This complete I am going to write down here. So it is going to be from equation 1 we have 1.3 plus 3.5 plus 5.7 plus it's extended up to 2k minus 1, then 2k plus 1, I am leaving some gap here, then equal to k, 4k square plus 6k minus 1, then whole divided by 3. Now here students, since we have to convert this Pk equation to Pk plus 1 equation, that's why here we have to introduce one extra term. We have to add one extra term in left hand side also and in the right hand side also, so that this equation converts to Pk plus 1 equation. Now we have to think that what we should add. For that we have to do the analysis of Pn and Pk. So we have to analyze like this, that here when we have n, that time the last term is 2n minus 1 and 2n plus 1, and when we have here k, that time the last term is 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 1. So if we have here So this is roughly I'm explaining first, then I write here. So if we have p k plus 1, that time the last term in left hand side is going to be what? We have to think that. So like here, if we have here k, then what we wrote here is the last term in left hand side, 2k minus 1, and in bracket 2k plus 1. So if we have k plus 1, so here also with 2 we have to multiply k plus 1, and here also with 2 we have to multiply k plus 1. So it's going to be, I am writing a big bracket, 2 k plus 1 minus 1 and 2 k plus 1 and plus 1. So this is going to be our last term. So I hope it's clear to you. 2k minus 1, so we wrote here 2k plus 1 minus 1, and instead of 2k plus 1 I wrote here 2k plus 1 then plus 1 again. Means instead of k at both the places I replaced it by k plus 1, and here also k plus 1, so that I can obtain k plus p k plus 1's last term in the left hand side. So when you solve it, it's going to be, so when we solve this, what is going to be 2k plus 2 minus 1, and then we'll get here 2k plus 2 plus 1. So in short we are going to get here 2k plus 1, because plus 2 and minus 1 is 2k plus 1, and it's going to be 2k plus 3. So I hope it's clear to you that what we have to add in both the equation, that is 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3. So I hope it's clear to you. So I am going to erase now it, because to explain you only I wrote here. So what's our answer? That we have to keep in our mind, that we have to add here in left side also and in right side also 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3. So I hope it's clear to you. Because this I had done only to explain you that which term we need here. So I am erasing it, then we will do it in correct way. So we have to write down now, on adding 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3 in both sides of above equation. So it is going to be, students, so after adding it, it will convert to p k plus 1 statement, and it's going to be 1.3 plus 3.5 plus 5.7 plus, and it's extended up to 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1, and I wrote here, I wrote, students, this complete I wrote as it is, and now here in this blank space we have to add 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3. So I am writing here. So it will going to be like this, 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3, and in the right side we are going to get k bracket 4k square plus 6k minus 1 divided by 3 plus 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 3. So I hope it's clear to you. So this is our k plus 1's left hand side, because the last term I already explained you why we wrote this, and here also now this we have to solve. So before solving it, I just want to tell you that the right hand side should appear like what. So first you just understand in my rough work. Then we'll solve this. So I'm going to assume this as equation second, and then we'll solve it. Or first let me take the LCM, and then we'll assume this as equation second after LCM. So I'm going to take the LCM. So when we take the LCM, LCM is going to be 3, and here it's going to be remain same here. So I'm going to open the bracket. It's going to be 4k cube plus 6k square minus k, and because here nothing is there, so we write here 1. So after LCM, what will come here? 3, and these two brackets as it is, so I am going to open them. So it's going to be 4k square plus 6k plus 2k plus 3. I had opened these two brackets. So 4k square, then 2k multiplied by 3 is 6k, then by 1 I multiplied 2k plus 3. So I obtain like this. Further when we simplify, we are going to get here 4k cube plus 6k square minus k plus 12k square plus 18k plus 6k plus 9 all divided by 3. Further when we solve this, it will appear like this: 4k cube plus 18k square, and from here we will get here 23k plus 9, and then whole divided by 3. Now after this, students, we have to think that this right hand side we have to adjust in both format. For that, first you just understand my rough work, because through that only you will get idea that right hand side we have to arrange in what format. So first here, because the right hand side of PK statement is of what format, you can check it in your book. That is 4k square plus 6k minus 1 and whole divided by 3. So if we have pk plus 1, then here the right hand side we need in the format of k plus 1, and then big bracket 4k plus 1 square plus 6k plus 1, then minus 1, big bracket close, and whole divided by 3. So I hope it's clear to you that this answer we have to bring in this, that is k plus 1, then big bracket 4k plus 1 square plus 6k plus 1 and minus 1 divided by 3. So to bring it, we have to do lot of changes. So for this, the changes are like this, students, and it's a little bit you have to understand it properly. So what we have to do is, first you just write down this 4k cube as it is, and then this 18k square just write as 14k square plus 4k square, and this 23k you just split as 9k plus 14k, and then this keep this 9 as it is, then whole divided by 3. Now in next step we are going to make the pairs. So I am going to make the pair. So 4 and 14 is going to be our pair. So 4k cube plus 14k square plus 9k in the same group, that is 4 I wrote from here, 4k cube, 14k square and 9k in same group, and then this again 4k square, 14k and 9 at back. So it's going to be like this, plus 4k square plus 14k and plus 9 at back. Now from here what we have to do is, I am to make them a group. From here I am to take k common, and so that is going to be that will give us, when we take k common, here we are remain with 4k square plus 14k plus 9, and from here just take 1 common, 4k square plus 14k plus 9 and whole divided by 3. Now after this what you should do is, because this bracket is common, so take 4k square plus 14k plus 9 common, so we are remain with k plus 1 and whole divided by 3. So you just see in the right side we need k plus 1, so we achieved k plus 1 here, but in the bracket we need here 4k plus 1 square plus 6k plus 1 and minus 1, so we have to do change in this small bracket again. So it's going to be like this. So I am just writing this k plus 1 in front, and in this bracket I am going to do changes like this: 4k square plus 4, then plus 8k plus 6k and plus 5, and divided by 3. So what I had done is, I have changed this 9 as 4 and 5 and this 14k as 8k and 6k. Now I am going to take common, so it is going to be k plus 1. So students, these three terms, this were 4k, 4 and 8k, it is in the form of, from here just take first change this to big bracket, take 4 common, so you will get here k square plus from this 8k when we take common it's going to be 2k plus 1 and 6k as it is, and this 5 you just write down as 6 minus 1 big bracket close divided by 3. Now further it's going to be like this: k plus 1 as it is and this 4 as it is. Now from this you just, it's in the form of k plus 1 whole square. From here just take 6 common, so you will get here k plus 1 and minus 1 and divided by 3. So that is only your right hand side. Just see right hand side once. Here I explain to you that k plus 1, then 4 k plus 1 square plus 6 k plus 1 and minus 1 we need. So we had arranged in this format: k plus 1 here, then 4 k plus 1 square plus 6 k plus 1 minus 1 divided by 3. So these calculations are a little bit time consuming. You have to work hard because you have to think that what is going to be the pairs and like that. So once when you will do this question, next time easily you can arrange all the data properly and you can bring your right hand side. So we'll write here thus P k plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, Pn is true for all natural numbers. So we will write it again: for all natural numbers. So I hope this question is clear to you. So in this, students, your last pk plus 1's right hand side is little bit confusing. So just do it properly. You will get it. Further, if you have any problem, you can write in comment so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.